Low calcium in your blood can cause dangerous heart rhythm. And you think that in order to treat this condition, you need to push more calcium in your body, right? But no, we actually give magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is a calcium blocker. So more force is never the answer. Same thing with women. In order to attract the right kind of girl in your life, you need to stop going out and looking for women. What you need to do is close your eyes and imagine that the right girl is already in your arms. Because reality does not respond to your effort, reality responds to your imagination. Most men think that when you cold approach a lot of women and you upgrade your social skills, this is how you get the right kind of women in your life. But the reality is, when you go out and cold approach women, you're just going to get rejected a lot. And this is just going to add more trauma to your emotional system. Your nervous system is going to be more misaligned with who you really are when you voluntarily take this trauma of rejection through a lot of cold approaching. So, what you need to understand is if you have not attracted the right kind of girl in your life, what this means is you have not programmed your subconscious mind correctly. You have not used your imagination in order to align your nervous system properly. I know this because I went through all of this. During COVID lockdown, I hit the rock bottom of my life. That time I was struggling with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and some days I felt like I just wanted to end myself. I felt like I was stuck in my own mind and my whole life ahead was just predetermined by my past choices, experiences, trauma, and my genetics. But by complete accident, I found this book called The Biology of Belief. This book introduced me to a core idea that is, my emotional state is always upregulating or downregulating my genes. What this means is my biology, my body, is a subject to my own mind. When I learned about this information, I immersed myself into the study of mind body connection. And all the expert of mind body connection were telling me the exact same thing. That is, my mind does not only have control over my body, but it actually extends as my own personal reality. This idea was not just interesting to me, it could actually explain my whole life. Because when I looked back, whenever I was drowning in the emotion of negativity or guilt, all of a sudden my life went to crap. Relationships started becoming chaotic, people started to treat me bad, and life just felt like one big problem after another. Conversely, when I used to feel happy, confident, light, life used to be easier. Relationships flowered. People used to treat me nicely. So this was not random. This was not coincidence. I figured that whatever is going on inside of myself is actually showing up in my world. After this discovery, I stopped going out and trying to cold approach women in order to attract the right kind of girl. I stopped reading about all these psychology books in order to fix my mental health. What I did was I just focused on my internal world of thoughts, feelings, and self identity. I learned how to meditate, and meditation pulled me out of this boring existence of zero dating life, this anxiety, panic, depression, and a lot of suicidal thoughts. Here is an uncomfortable truth. There are three levels of men in our world. The first level is the uninitiate NPC. This non playable character guy is not initiated by life into proper spirituality. These people still think that money, looks, status, game, social skills are what is going to help them attract the right kind of women in their life. And the sad part is, most men never ascend from this level. The level 2 men is what I like to call the awakening creator. Now, by some luck, life has initiated them into proper spirituality. They understand that their thoughts and emotion is always influencing their personal reality. They can meditate very well. They can close their eyes, they can relax their body completely, they can visualize wonderful things happening to them, they can feel the elevated emotion of joy, gratitude, victory. But whenever they come out of their meditation, they cannot maintain this modified state of mind. They immediately start to become desperate and they check their phone to see whether the girl they like has texted them back or not. The third level of men, and this is where you should aspire towards, is what I like to call the master alchemist. This guy understands fully that feeling is the secret. He can do yoga nidra properly and completely relax his body and make his subconscious mind very receptive. He can create an imaginal act where he is already with the girl that he desires. He can provide all the sensory vividness to this imaginal act. The things that he can see. Maybe this girl is looking up at him with her pupils dilated because she is so attracted to him. In this imaginal act, she is complimenting him, saying things like, "Wow, you're so amazing." He can smell the perfume that is being exuded off of this beautiful girl's body in his own imaginal act. He can make his imaginal act so vivid that his brain starts to believe that all these wonderful things are happening to him in real time. And he has a very disciplined attention as well. He can mentally rehearse this imaginal act over and over again until he starts to feel the feeling of joy, gratitude, victory, satisfaction, and thrill. And the best part is, after he comes out of his meditation, he lets go of the outcome. He is not desperate. He simply lets the world reshuffle itself until whatever he has visualized actually starts to materialize in his life. Now, if you want to experience what it is like to be a master alchemist and you really want to know how your imagination can help to attract the right kind of girl in your life effortlessly, then I have created the emotion pill. It is a 6-minute guided practice that will teach you how to do yoga nidra properly so that you can make your subconscious mind receptive and your body can relax, how to visualize properly, and how to feel the elevated emotion of joy, gratitude, victory so that your imagination gets externalized into your physical reality. Not only that, you're also going to learn how exactly to meditate. What are the things that you need to do before you even sit down to meditate? The essential things that you need to do before meditation. And you will also learn how to come out of meditation properly so that you can maintain this modified state of mind so that you do not become desperate and you do not force a particular outcome. You just let the world reshuffle itself, let the world just bring events and circumstances towards you, and you're just surprised by wonderful things happening to you. The access to this guided practice is just $100. If you want this, just send me a text in the Gmail that I provide in the description and the pinned comment section down below. We will book a Zoom call and make this happen quick. Now, for a very few men who are very serious about leveling up their dating life in the fastest rate possible, I offer one-to-one personalized premium coaching. This coaching is for men who have already gotten some success in their life. These people have already made some level of money, but they are frustrated because they cannot get the right kind of girl into their life effortlessly. And they are frustrated because they have tried all the superficial advice that society gives to men. Just go out and cold approach and try to upgrade your social skills, then you'll get the right kind of girl into your life easily. They have tried this, they have failed, and they have realized that real attraction begins from the inside. So, if you're finally ready to work with your subconscious mind, your imagination, your attention, and your emotions, so that you can get the right kind of girl into your life effortlessly without having to do all of this cold approaching and bullshit social tricks, then you know what to do. Just send me a text in the Gmail and then we will get started right away.